Namaste Gurukulians. I am Raju. I am your chemistry teacher. Hope you will be fine at your home. Today we will start our first chapter of chemistry, solution. So let's start our first chapter, solution. What is solution? First of all, solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. Two or more than two components. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. That is, homogeneous mixture means which have the same composition and properties throughout the mixture. In the solution, mainly two components are involved. These are solute and solvent. Solute, which is present in lesser amount, generally it is present in lesser amount, and solvent, which is present in bigger amount. On the basis of nature of solute and solvent, there are different types of the solution. Solute plus solvent, it will give us solution. On the basis of nature of solute and solvent, there are different types of solution. A solution in which one solute and one solvent, then it is known as binary solution. Binary solution means which is made up of two components, one solute and one solvent. In the solution, solute can be more than one, but solvent is one. So solute plus solvent, it will form solution. Solute present in the lesser amount and solvent is present in the bigger amount. On the basis of physical state, solutions are of different types. These may be, that is, solid solution, liquid and gaseous solution. Solid solution again of three types, liquid solutions again of three types, and gaseous solutions are also of again three types. So first discuss about the solid solution. Solid solution in which solute plus solvent. In that case, the solvent is solid, solid, solid. But solute may be solid, liquid and gas. So the solution formed will be solid. In first case, solute is solid and solvent is solid. Example of such type of solutions, that is known as alloys. Alloys means misar dhatu. Example of that is brass. Alloys included, that is brass, bronze. These are the examples of alloys. Brass is made up of copper and zinc, and bronze is copper and tin. These type of solutions in which solute and solvent both are solid. Second type is solute is liquid and solvent is solid. In that case, that is hydrated salts. Hydrated salts is the example of solute is liquid and solvent is this. Third case in which solute is gas and solvent is solid, that is hydrogen in palladium. So these are the three types of solid solution, solute and solvent. Second type of solutions, these are liquid solution. In liquid solutions are again of three types on the basis of nature of solute and solvent. In these cases, solvent is liquid, liquid and liquid, but solute is solid, liquid and gas. Example of such type of solution: solute is solid and solvent is liquid. That is the example salt या sugar in water. Salt or sugar in water. The solution formed is example of such type of solution. Next is liquid and liquid: ethanol in water, gas in liquid, that is aerated drinks. All types of the soft drinks are example of gases in the liquid, aerated drinks. Next type is gaseous solution. In case of gaseous solution, solvent is gas. Solvent is gas. That is first example, camphor in nitrogen gas. Camphor present in nitrogen gas. That is the example in which solute is solid and solvent is gas. Second is liquid in the gas, humidity present in the air. Humidity present in air. Gas in gas, air is a mixture of different type of the gases. So it is an example of this. So there are the 9 types of solutions on the basis of physical nature of solute and solvent. Our next topic in this unit expression of concentration of solution. Next topic is concentration of solution. Concentration means how much amount of the solute present in the solution. It can be expressed in different ways. That is first, mass percentage, that is represented by W by W. Second type is volume percentage. Volume percentage means volume of solute present in the given amount of solvent or solution. Third type, that is mass by volume. Mass by volume, M by V. Fourth type of the concentration terms which is used to express the strength, that is ppm, parts per million. Fifth is mole fraction. Next is molarity, and next is molality. So we discuss one by one. So first term, that is mass. So mass percentage. Mass percentage means mass of solute or mass of that component in which mass percentage is calculated. Divide by total mass into 100. So we can calculate mass percentage, that is the mass of solute by total mass of the solution into 100. In case of volume percentage, volume of that component by total volume into 100. So we can calculate volume percentage. And mass by volume, it means mass of that component which we have to find out by total volume of the solution into 100. So it can be calculated mass by volume into 100. These are the three. Next is parts per million. Mass of, it can be calculated in terms of mass by mass, or in case of volume by volume. But here multiplied by 10 to the power 6. Parts per million means the parts of that component present in 1 million component. Means 1 million component के अंदर जिसका हमें ppm निकालना है उसके parts कितने present है, that is ppm, parts per million. Our next term, that is mole fraction. It is important term, mole fraction. Mole fraction mole fraction is represented by X. Mole fraction is simply the ratio of number of moles. If a solution contains two components A and B, a solution contains two components A and B, and number of moles of that component is A, and number of moles of component B is NB. These are the number of moles. If we want to find out mole fraction of component A, then it is equal to number of moles of A by number of moles of component A plus B. And if we want to find out mole fraction of B, it is equal to number of moles of B by number of moles of A plus B. So we can easily calculate the mole fraction of any component. If the three components are present, the number of moles of third component by total number of moles. Next important term is sum of mole fraction of all the components of a solution is equal to 1. It means XA plus XB will be equal to 1. So we can find out the mole fraction by this. There is one question. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in a solution containing 20% by mass. That is present 20% by mass. What do you mean by 20% by mass? It means 20 gram of ethylene glycol C2H6O2 is present in 100 gram of solution. If 20 gram is ethylene glycol, then 80 gram is water. In the question here given 20% by mass of ethylene glycol, and we have to find out the mole fraction of both component. 80 gram of water, then number of moles of water, we can calculate mass by molar mass. So it is 80 by molar mass of water is 18. And in case of the ethylene glycol, the molar mass come out to be carbon 224, hydrogen 6, and for oxygen that is 32. So it come out to be 62. Molar mass of the ethylene glycol is 62. So we can find out mole fraction, a number of moles of ethylene glycol, and these are 20 by 62. We know the number of moles of both component, number of moles of ethylene glycol and number of moles of water. So we can easily find out mole fraction of water and mole fraction of ethylene glycol. That is the concept of mole fraction. Mole fraction is simply the ratio of number of moles of that component by total number of moles present in the solution. And sum of the mole fraction of all the component in a solution is equal to 1. Next point is, and in case of unit, mole fraction is a unitless quantity. Next term is molarity. Molarity is represented by capital M. What is molarity? Molarity is simply, it is defined as the number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution. Number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liter. Molarity is represented by capital M. So its formula, number of moles of solute. We can calculate mass of solute by molar mass of solute. If volume of the solution is given in milliliter, then it can be multiplied or divided by 1000. So the molarity of the solution, mass of solute by molar mass of solute, volume of solution, if it is given in ml, then it is divided by 1000. So we can calculate molarity of solution. Unit of molarity, that is number of moles, so it is moles, and volume in liter. So unit is moles per liter. There is a one question, calculate molarity of a solution, NCERT. Calculate molarity of a solution containing 5 gram NaOH. 5 gram NaOH in 250 ml of solution. Find out the molarity of a solution in which 5 gram of sodium hydroxide is present in 250 ml of a solution. So here we have given that 5 gram of NaOH. So mass of NaOH given, that is 5 gram. Molar mass of NaOH, that is 40. And volume of solution 250 ml. So we can find out molarity. Molarity will be equal to number of moles. Number of moles can be calculated mass by molar mass. So it is 5 by 40 into volume given, that is 250 ml. To convert it into liter, we divide by 1000. So we can calculate molarity from here. Our next term is molality. Molarity, mole fraction, these are important terms. Next term is molality. Molality is represented by small m. Molality is defined as number of moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of solvent. It means कि number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute present in kilogram of solvent या mass of solvent in kilogram. In molarity there is the term, that is volume of solution in liter, but here mass of solvent in kilogram. Molality is represented by small m. Number of moles can be calculated mass by molar mass into mass of solvent, that is W1. If it is given in gram, then it is divided by 1000. The unit of molality, that is unit is moles per kilogram. Unit of the molality is moles per kilogram. So basic difference in the molality and molarity is molality in per kilogram of solvent and molarity per liter of the solution. Number of moles of solute which are present in per liter of the solution, that is molarity, and number of mole of solute present per kilogram of solvent, that is molality. There is a one question depending on molality. Calculate the molality of 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid. 2.5 gram of ethanoic acid in 75 gram of benzene. Here solvent is benzene, that is our solvent. 75 gram of benzene, and that is our solute. Solute is ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, that is CH3COOH. We can calculate molecular mass of ethanoic acid and mass of solvent given in gram, so it can be converted into kilogram. 75 by 1000 kilogram. So we can easily calculate molar mass of the ethanoic acid, that is 24 for the carbon, hydrogen 4 and 32 for this. This comes out to be 60. Molar mass of ethanoic acid is 60. So we can calculate number of moles of ethanoic acid. These are mass of ethanoic acid by molar mass, that is 60. So we can calculate molality, that is number of moles of solute into weight of solvent in kilogram, 75 into 1000. So we can calculate molality of the solution by this. There is another difference between molality and molarity. Molality, that is mass of solvent, and in case of molarity, volume of solution in liter. So molarity depend upon temperature, because in case of molarity temperature term is volume is included, but in case of molality mass of solvent is, so it is independent of temperature. Temperature dependent and temperature independent terms. The terms in which volume included, they are included in the temperature dependent, and the terms in which temperature is volume is not included, these are called as temperature independent. So in case of independent, that is mole fraction, which is not dependent on the temperature because volume is not included, and mass fraction, that is W by W. Molality, in this case volume is not present, but temperature dependent, that is volume by volume, mass by volume. Next is molarity. These terms depend on temperature. They vary with the change in the temperature. They are not varying with change in the temperature. Okay students, we will continue this chapter in the next video lecture. Thank you. Goodbye.